Here we go, here we go. We got another I-35 Realty show to do, and I'm real pumped. I was listening back. Mr. Savage is running the boards for us. How you doing there, guy? He just walked in. And so we're going to be giving away a book, of course. So give us a call at 773-1400 if you're interested in getting the free book. We'll talk about that a little bit more. But, I'm real pumped. I notice I say that a lot, and a lot of people probably go, well, why is he so pumped? He always, that's an affirmation. I'm really big on that, and that's why you always hear me kind of go, I'm really pumped. I'm psyching myself up for a great show because I'm kind of like the previous show host. It was kind of funny to listen to everybody, and they were all going, "Oh, I'm kind of having, I'm just, I think it's cold. I think it's, we're just probably cold-blooded people, and and we're kind of frozen. But you know what? The real estate market's hot." And so you're listening to your host, Bill Vernon, your Keller Williams agent from the Central Texas area. Really love being a KW agent. Of course, you can reach out to us at 888-559-5217 during the week. You can also go to the website, i35realty.com. We're going to talk about the properties. So they're going to be at there. You can look at the feature properties page. Check us out on YouTube. Again, you can listen to the previous shows, and we're going to have some great guests coming. Of course, we're going to have Vicky back, and one of my favorites. In fact, Mr. Savage and I will probably kind of talk a little bit about this. We're going to have Thomas Bear on the last week of this month, weekend this month, and have him come and talk to us. And we're going to have a guest next week. Again, we're just going to share with us something about a charity in our area. So I look forward to all of that. But today you got me solo, and of course, like I said, you can give us a call at 773-1400 to listen to. Or get the book, excuse me. I was thinking ahead of myself here. Of course, you guys can listen, and that's what I do. Listen on the computer for some reason. K-Tim, you can reach out there and listen to us. And I'm just so happy to be able to have this time with you every Saturday, because we're going to talk about the hot real estate market. During this time of year, you'll have a lot of agents kind of go, and we're going to talk about some of that right a little later. It's just a slow time of the year. Nothing really happens. Can't tell it by me. Right after I get off there with you, I'm going to go show two buyers houses. So you can't tell by me that I was talking to you about two Compass laying out there under contract, multiple offers. It was 10 days. 10 days we had it under contract. So if it's a slow time of year, gosh, I'd hate to see what happens to me during a busy part of the year. And let's kind of look at some statistics. We're a devotee of the disc, and we like to share. So here's our C part of the show, where we're going to share some numbers. I think we're going to start tracking these. And this is residents for sale and the different boards. Of course, you do know that I'm in the Waco board, the Temple Belton, and the Greater Fort Hood, / I call it the Killeen, but they like to call it Greater Fort Hood, but the Killeen boards. So anytime you need a list of property, sometimes you end up in all those boards. Sometimes you end up in two. Sometimes you end up in one. It really depends on your property, but you're going to know that you're going to get your property out in front of a lot of people. Now, let's look at the residents for sale. 1160 in Waco currently. We got 989 in Temple Belton. We got 1993 in the Greater Fort Hood Killeen board. So that's what we got going on with the numbers of homes for us to go look. So if you're a buyer, there's still houses out there. And so let's go look at those houses. Don't think this isn't a great time to buy. It's a great time to be out there. Interest rates. Let's look at those. 30-year fixed right now is averaging about 408 on average. Last year it was 4.19 for a 30-year fix. Now, What do they say about statistics? Statistics lie and liars use statistics. And I've been telling you guys, hey, interest rates are going to go up. They're going to continue to increase uh, over this year, and we're going to be in 5% right now. Well, little did I know that other things would interfere with that little bit of future telling. And what is actually is going on, and I was looking at this, last year's interest rates averaged in the threes, high threes, and I was looking, they're averaging in the fours. Yes, we've actually touched a couple of times in the high threes, but for very short periods of time. So interest rates have slightly increased over last year. I was thinking about this in the millionaire real estate investor. I was kind of thinking about this. I'm given that I know a lot of the people that are listening to this station are pretty sharp individuals. Hence why I'm on it. I want to talk to sharp people like you. And sometimes you kind of go, I really don't need to read that book, Millionaire Real Estate Investor, because I've been around, got the T-shirt, done that. What I would say to you is I would encourage you to read this book, and of course, give us a call, 773-1400, or during the week, if I'll be happy to hand you the book and meet with you. You can reach out to me at 888-559-5217. Right now I'm reading a great book, Intro to the World Wide Web Marketing by Abdul B. Sabani. When I read some of this stuff, because again, like Mr. Sabani's book, I probably could sit down and hold a pretty strong conversation with him over this subject. If you get on my website and then go find some other agent's website, I think you're going to see I love some people will sit down in front of me. Oh, I found this new gadget, or I found this new something, and I go, been doing that for a while. Or yes, that doesn't work. Done that, researched that, and we get a book like Mr. Sabani's and read it, mainly because we get these little tidbits. You never know when something is brought back in the forefront of your mind. Hence why I love giving away that Millionaire Real Estate Investor book. It's just it has about the first, I'd say, quarter of the book actually doesn't even talk about investing so much as getting your head right, getting your planning right, getting that done, your big why, as we call it in Keller speak. In fact, I was thinking about that. Gary Keller, he's had a rough life, and this really right now is going to be a little conversation for real estate agents. Or maybe you want to be a real estate agent, and you're kind of thinking about that happening. That you'd like to explore that, and I'd love for you guys to call me and talk to me. I'll buy you lunch. Now, don't expect a big lunch. We might be at Taco Cabana or something like that, or I'll buy you Use World in Waco, or I'm trying to remember the one in Killeen. I'm kind of forgetting that one in Killeen that I've gone and had. We'll go get us some yogurt and sit there and chat about your goals and if real estate is a career for you. Gary Keller, when Remax came on the forefront, almost lost his business. All his agents, he had a big booming business, and all of a sudden they all walked out to go try that newfangled thing called Remax. So they walked out. He was left with about 6 agents, and he was kind of going, man, what just happened to me? And at that point, he said, I decided to build a business an agent would never want to leave. And he's really, with Keller Williams, has done that. Again, when you see me out there, he's coaching me, along with a bunch of other people, to build a business that's worth having, so that it will fund a life that's worth living. That's kind of one of their little taglines that every so often these coaches are talking to us, and I'll turn and go, that is what that person is doing, is helping us build a life that that's worth living, that's funded by a business that can do that. And that's the reason why I love giving away that book, is I want you to have a great life. And Gary has built a great model for us to do that. And it's interesting, and you're kind of going, wow, this was just a Genesis this morning. I was kind of thinking about stuff that Gary had said, and I thought about that, and you kind of go, well, that's great. And then it kind of just got rolling on me, because I picked up a magazine that we get as a Texas Realtor. Texas Realtor is the name of the magazine. Imagine that. And this is the November edition that just came out. And I just was, while I was sitting there this morning kind of doing some stuff, I flipped open this page, and whoa. And right here in front of me pops out some information about agents in Texas and how much they make. And then I was flipping through some other stuff, and bam, there's another article. How much does the average agent make? And so I was looking at that and kind of saying, hey, well, maybe I need to share this stuff with you guys today, and kind of have that conversation about becoming a realtor. And so let's kind of look at the average realtor nationally. And this is at a RIS Media. It's a web-based program that sends me out real estate articles and etc., webinars and stuff like that. And it comes via the email. So that's where we're getting this. They said the average income nationally of an agent is $38,067. I thought that was pretty interesting. And we're talking about average. Let's look at some averages in Texas. Now, this was a survey that was done by Texas Realtors, by the association. It was the member profile for 2014. And this is what they shared with us. Number of hours worked per week, 40. The annual business expenses was $6,070. And what I thought was interesting was this: 2 or fewer years of experience. Number of residential transactions was 5. All Texas Realtors is 13. Their sales volume of a 2 or fewer years experience was 300,000. All Texas Realtors was a million point 7. Gross income for the average 2 years experience was 73. And then for all Texas Realtors, it was 48,300. So the net income of a brand new agent with 2 years or less was 6,700. And let's see, all Texas Realtors, it was $29,700. So what can we kind of deduce from this is wow, those are really kind of, I don't know about you, those are low numbers. And the reason I say that is because I know my numbers, which are pretty big. In fact, I'm going to share a goal with you. We have a big goal on the team next year. We want to, and I want you to be involved in this goal, is we want to have what we call 66 sides. In other words, we're going to have 66 transactions, whether they're buyers or sellers. We have, we're not going to get too fickle about that, which is a lie, because I'm going to tell you this. I also know this about numbers in real estate. Whatever you list number-wise, that is your transaction. So what I can tell you by all Texas Realtors, if they had 13 transactions, they most likely had 13 listings. And or, the 2 years or fewer, the same thing. We probably have agents that just had 5 listings over those 2 years. And so you can know that on the i35 Realty team, we want to get out there and get those 66 listings. So that's a goal we have for next year. I want you to be involved in that. We're well north of all these numbers, and I'm not doing that to brag. Really, the reason I'm sharing that with you is because I want you to know when you hire the I-35 Realty team, we do a lot of business and therefore have a lot of experience. And therefore, I don't know about you, and I don't want to get too far off on this because it's a little bit new agey, is the law of attraction stuff. But I do believe in this, that if you're out there generating this stuff, if you're out there moving and shaking, showing people houses and listing houses, then you're going to bring that energy, and more of it's coming towards us. And again, that's the reason why I'm pumped every time I'm talking to you. Let's kind of share some other stuff, and that's this. We got some great houses that I really encourage you to get on i35 Realty and .com and look at them. We got the one on 3rd Street in Eddy. This would qualify for 100% financing. So if you're one of those people, you're like one of those millennials that does not have a ton of money set in a bank account. I don't know if everybody heard this. Mr. Savage, you hear this statistic? You poor millennials have a negative 2% on net worth. When I heard that, I was going, darn it, how am I going to sell to those people? Well, here's one of the ways. USDA, this house would qualify as 3.2. It's a 1276 on the square footage. It's an Eddy, great house, well maintained, very clean, ready to move in. You need to check that one. Then we have 3106 Las Cruces. It's off of Midway, 179.9. Oh, I love the oak trees on this. Beautiful house, 2454 on the square footage. It's a 4.2.5. You got to see this house. Then we got Peacock Lane out in Troy. It's on a couple of acres. It's 3.2, 2309 on the square footage, 183. So if you need to be up in Waco, you need me to be here in Temple, then this is a great house to be in. P Ridge, and by the way, that house would also go for USDA financing. We got the investment property out on P Ridge, 18 South P Ridge. We're asking 250, excuse me, again, reading a little too fast there, on that, because this would make a great investment process. Right now it has a 2.2 house on it, but where it's located, be great buy for future investment or current use. Then I know, hey, doctor, you're really tired out there, aren't you? You've been in surgery or you've been doing this and that, and you just need to relax. Well, here, we got it. This is a house on Lake Whitney. It has a Chilton address, but you're definitely on Lake Whitney, and this would be a great place for you to take off for the weekend. Has a boathouse that comes with it. Of course, you lease the spot for it from the Corps. Quiet lake that you can go enjoy, and a beautiful house. You need to take a look at it on our website. We got an open house. It's coming to a brand new listing. It's on 3108 Lipizzan in Robinson. This is Shuri Ridge. So you can jump on the freeway real quick and be up at Baylor or to the hospitals there, or down in these hospitals. It's a great house. We're going to have an open house tomorrow. I'm going to be there from 1 to 4. Again, talking about new agent. I'm going to have a new agent there that I'm going to sit there and show them and teach them. Again, Keller Williams expects us to, our culture is to teach people. So, I gave you those statistics, and I'm not an average realtor, and the reason why is I'm a Keller Williams agent. So if you want to talk to an agent that will share with you and hang out with you and help you build a business for you, you need to give us a call. And I'd love to hear from you. Again, it's 888-559-5217. Reach out to us there. If you wanted that book, you need to give us a call. We're about to go off the air, the short time that I have with you, 773-1400. Mr. Savage is waiting here, staring at the phone, waiting for you. We got a great house that would make another, another investment property. In fact, today I got a call. Hey, is that one for rent? And that's 243 West Hill in Hewitt. It's a 3-2. We're asking $121,900. I'm telling you, all your radio hosts are having problems because I know it's cold weather. It's 1527 on the square footage. Great house. And I would encourage you to give us a call so you can see that. Let's go back to that Lipizzan one. I like that Lipizzan one because I was sitting there when I was doing the listing appointment. He had his back to the window, and I'm sure I didn't make much eye contact with him because there's a pond that you can see out the window, and all these ducks were swimming up and down. Little mallard ducks were going up and down, up and down. And so that Lipizzan one's a great one. So come and visit us at that open house tomorrow. I really, really would encourage you guys to think about getting out there and getting your house on the market, even though a lot of times people would tell you, oh, it's the holidays. Give me a call. Let's talk about your concerns, but I guarantee you're going to be more than happy that you're going to get your house sold now because of the way the interest rates are setting. I want to kind of talk about this here. Again, we're looking at RIS Media, and they said 10 things today buyers are looking for in a home. And for your sellers that are thinking about putting it on the market, Melissa Campbell looked at this, and one of the ones that is convenience to job. So commuting's a necessary evil. It's amazing. It's funny. I had someone call me and goes, "Hey, Bill, I'm moving up from Houston because of the traffic." And I was going, "Wow, if you talk to some of us Temple and Killeen people, our traffic situation isn't all that grand right now. But for a Houston person, it'd be a piece of cake." They will look at overall affordability of homes. So they're worried about that. So these are brand new home buyers. Quality of school districts. So we need to really, a lot of times you hear people say, well, I don't have any kids in there. Why do I care about the school district? Well, here you go. This is the reason why. Because most of those people are making, well, I don't want to pay the property taxes. Well, here's the reason why. If you plan on selling that house at some point, which you will sell your house at some point you're going to need Bill in your life, whether you like it or not. So, because sometimes it's not a pleasant experience, the reason why you're having to sell your house. And so that's the reason why we need great school districts, is because it makes your house more sellable. Homes suited for the next 15 years. In other words, they want a house that, they can sit in there for the next 15 years. A mortgage. Getting a mortgage is becoming an issue. And we're going to talk more about that in further shows. Energy efficiency. A lot of your millennials especially are very green oriented. Open floor plans. So they like it open. They'll come to me and say, I want an old house, but it doesn't have an open floor plan, so we end up walking out. High ceilings. They like the ceilings to be high. And then the next thing, technology. Big surprise there. Does their cell phone work? You'll be surprised how many times I'm asked, does my cell phone work at this place? And I'm like, well, let's find out. Well, I really appreciate the time you spent with me. And again, you can reach us at 888-559-5217. You are listening to the I-35 Realty Show, and I'm Bill Vernon, your Keller Williams agent for the Central Texas area. Love you to visit our website. Love to talk to you wherever you may be in your real estate decision-making process. Maybe you're thinking about selling in a couple of years, but you want me to come by and kind of tell you how to get it ready. I'm there for you. If you're a buyer, maybe you just want we need to get your credit in shape so that you can buy. Hey, I'll get you in front of the people that'll help you build your credit so that you can sell it. And I'm here for you, and in a big way. I look forward to talking to you in future shows about this. And I love you guys, and I really love this time. And we will talk to you again next Saturday.